Still with the Middle East, yesterday the Israeli military launched an airstrike on the southern suburb of the Lebanese capital, Beirut. It has claimed to have killed Hezbollah's top military commander, Fouad Shokor. Shokor was allegedly behind a cross-border rocket attack that killed 12 youngsters in the Israeli-controlled Golan Heights on Saturday. Hezbollah did not immediately confirm Shokor's condition, while Lebanese media reports had earlier said the attack had missed the commander. A strong blast was heard in the Lebanese capital late yesterday, and video footage subsequently posted on social media showed mass destruction of a residential building with rubble scattered in the street. According to the Lebanese Health Ministry, 4 have been killed, including at least 1 woman and 2 children, and 74 people were injured in the attack in the area around Hezbollah's Shura Council. Well, for more on this, I'm joined in studio by SABC International News Editor Sophie Mokoena. A very good afternoon, Sophie. Thank you so much for joining us. What does this all do to the ceasefire talks that the Hamas leader was obviously participating in?
Yes, he was not only participating in the talks, but he was the chief negotiator. And also he was one of those leaders who were more moderate. And he was able to convince the entire Hamas leadership to kind of make compromises in terms of some of the sticky issues when they were negotiating ceasefire agreements. You know that the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, was in the United States of America last week, where he met with Kamala Harris and also Joe Biden, the current leadership of the U.S., and they both indicated to him that they would like to see a situation where a ceasefire is reached and therefore the hostages are released. But when he went to meet the current presidential candidate for the Democrats, that is Donald Trump, he also expressed interest in ensuring that this conflict comes to an end. But I think for him it will be better after elections if he is able to win this contest. He can then claim victory. And therefore the death of Hania comes at a crucial time where you are having these talks, and Qatar, a country that has been facilitating these talks, has indicated that the assassination of Hania is going to lead to where the hardliners will not give in. And also it is, of course, going to derail the peace talks. And the whole entire region is now very tense because Ayatollah Khamenei, the Iranian leader, has indicated that they are going to revenge the blood of Ismail Haniyeh.
Yes, I mean, I was thinking that, you know, it's one thing to kill the Hamas leader in any jurisdiction, but to actually pierce the borders and kill him in Iran, that is obviously going to get the Iranians very angry indeed.
It is not even allowed in terms of international law. And that is why the Supreme Leader has indicated that they are going to revenge this act. And also the flags, the red flags, have been raised in some mosques, which shows that indeed there's going to be a retaliation. We don't know when. You know that when there was that attack in the same Tehran some few months ago, we saw Iran revenging, but also didn't go that far. And the whole world persuaded the two sides, Israel and Iran, to hold back. We know that even recently after the attack in the Golan Heights, there was a strong request from America in particular that Israel shouldn't retaliate because this was going to compromise the ceasefire talks. And unfortunately, we are in this situation. I can't see the ceasefire talks resuming anytime soon. What we are now waiting for is Hezbollah to revenge after Beirut attack, and also Iran, on the other hand, to revenge the assassination of Ismail Haniyeh. And also we saw a statement, a very strong statement from Hamas. The head or the person who's responsible for international relations in the East, South and Central Africa, saying that on the 3rd of August, Haney had indicated that those who support Palestine must embark on demonstrations to support Palestine in its quest to deal with issues of occupation. And now that day will be a day to honor Ismail Haniyeh. We don't know what's going to happen on that day.
Yeah, very quickly, Sophie, what has the South African government's reaction to the latest developments been?
South Africa is still mum, but we know that, as you know, that Ismail Haniyeh, when he was assassinated, he was in Tehran because he attended the inauguration of the president of Iran. Our own Minister of International Relations and Cooperation, Ronald Lamola, is still in the Middle East, and he attended the inauguration of the president of Iran, and he is now traveling back. Earlier on, I spoke to his spokesperson who told me that he's traveling back to South Africa, but he's still in the Middle East. Maybe on arrival, he will share more information with the president, but I expect South Africa's message to be a standard message that all sides must cease fire, and also the talks must resume, and a peace solution is the only way, and also that the international community must call on all sides in the Middle East to fight very hard to ensure that a lasting solution is found in relation to the Palestinian question, particularly after the International Court of Justice issued that ruling in terms of those occupations, that they are illegal.
Thank you so much, Sophie Mokoena, our international news editor, for your input there.